Okay, so I just wanted to do a little more in-depth video of some of the products I used in my seed starting video. So this is the seed starter that I used. One second, let me open this. And then when I close it up, I literally just used the part I ripped off the top and tied around it. See, like this part here, my husband opened this bag, but I normally would just take it right off there, and then there you go. So here we go. I fixed this one. I just cut the top off and tied it up. But the reason you want to do this is because it keeps it moist inside. You don't want it to like completely dry out, especially your compost. Seed starter mix is but your compost, you want it moist. Okay, so I use the Epsoma organic seed starting mix. I got it from a local seed store, the like farm store, garden store, whatever you want to call it. It is, excuse my dirty floor, I have animals, 16 quarts, and I think it was like $11. I also use this compost, which not in my seed starting. Dang, that's heavy, but in the garden and stuff. It's just natural mushroom compost. That's it. I like it. It's nice. You can see it's dark, chunkier, so it's not good for seed starting. And then the actual seed starting mix is, as you can tell, oh, I left my garden shovel in there. But as you can tell, it's like really fluffy and doesn't have a bunch of big chunks in it, so it's really good for your little baby seeds. And a little bit more on what I do with my seeds after I start them. So I put them in here. This is, it was a bookshelf that was thrown away at our old apartment, and my husband and I just took some cheap boards and put a handle on it so we can open it. And on the inside, we just got like a screen to go on it, like a porch screen. And right now it's glued on, hot glued. It was stapled in, but the cats like to climb up this and they destroyed it. And we also put one of these door magnets on it. So you got there and here. So when you shut it, see if you can hear it, it latches. Sometimes you have to push it because it's a little full. See? Closed. So the next thing we did after we put the screen on this thing is we just bought a bunch, well, one set of these plant lights off Amazon. And you can see my husband just screwed them in here. He's good with wiring and all that. I know nothing about it. And he's crafty, okay? And we have a second set there. They are attached to a timer that you can set to come on and off and stay on for however long you want. Pretty simple. But you can see where it was like a bookshelf. It's just some bookshelf somebody threw away and we repurposed it. I mean, it's crappy, falling apart, like paint's chipping off, but we're not an aesthetic place, so. But this is how my little seedlings are doing now. Nothing's really happening except for our little experiment here with the mustard seed. And my dog's here. See, we got 1, 2, 3 little yellow mustard seeds popping up. And these are elderberry cuttings I took last year, and I don't think they are doing anything. But let me show you this. Hold on. Come with me. We're going on a trip. Cat wants to come inside. Hello. Okay. Right outside here. Down these are also elderberry cuttings. I just took them a few weeks ago from the elderberry tree here. They were new shoots coming out of the ground, so I just dug them up. And they got some good little sprouts growing on them. Or leaf nodes, they're not sprouts. But I just potted them up. See, here's a whole new plant growing. A whole new stem. Just put them in there. This is the mushroom compost mixed with some native soil and covered them with our free mulch system here. Those are blackberries. We'll see how they do. So back to the little mini greenhouse inside. I want to address something. You see how like tall and leggy this little sprout is? That's not great. That's not really what you want. It's because it's so far away from the lights. So I'm going to show you what I do about this. I'm going to figure out a way to jack this up there. Okay, so I stuck some pots under there. Gets them a little bit closer. They're still not quite close enough, but maybe they won't be as leggy until I figure something else out. So I purchased just some dollar store ranunculus. Gonna try my first hand at these this year. The videos that I've seen say to take these little crazy things and put them in some water for about 4 hours or so. If you can get them out of the bag. There we go. Nope, that's why I have a lid. That right there. Says it's soaking them. It puffs up their little antennas, which I'm not even sure if these are viable. I don't know. They don't look best, but supposedly these things pop up a lot, so we're going to start that. So there's one bag and 2 bags. Oh. So, check back in a little bit. And I'm doing that because I have cats. Okay, so it is the next day. I'm not gonna lie, didn't leave these 4 hours, left them overnight, and it's like lunchtime the next day. So that's fine, but let's remember these are the ranunculus, the little bitty alien looking things. Let's see what they look like now. Oh Lord. So they have most definitely plumped up quite a bit. Look at them now. So we're going to go ahead and get them into some soil and get them pre-sprouting. And this is just so like more roots grow out, and then we'll transfer them outside after a later date. See, they're not like the best. These are Dollar Tree though. I mean, like, if they work, they work, right? They're $1.25. So, yeah. Always have these guys. Always. So we're just going to take our soil here. I just mixed up some of my mushroom compost and my seed starter mix. This is a strawberry tray. Literally. That one, if we run out of space, I have this one. Just use what you have. So we're going to start filling this up, if I can keep it from flipping over. There we go. Just going to put a good little layer in here. A few inches. And I went through and like sifted through this really well, broke up any big clumps, so it was a little easier. And I did pre-moisten this, so like it stays together if you squeeze it, but not soaking wet again. Alright. Don't be me. See, like that, I just took out that big old stick right there. I don't want that. Okay, so I think that's a pretty decent layer. I mean, yeah. I think that's pretty good. And I use the strawberry trays because it's like a little mini greenhouse. And it has holes in the bottom for drainage already. So, very minimum what you need to do. So, disclaimer, I have no idea what I am doing here. This is my first time growing all these bulb flowers. These are the first that I'm about to show you. But, you know, I did my research on TikTok for about an hour. So, I am a self-proclaimed expert now. So, we take the little octopus babies. And we put them claw or tentacle side down. Just right in there like that. We'll see if we can fit all of them in here. I think we can. 2, 3. That one looks kind of bad, but it's already got some roots, old roots, I guess. 4. 5. And this one only has a couple little tubers. This whole side is out, but 6. Sorry about my hand shaking there. I'm trying to get off some medications and it goes crazy. Hey, stop. I'm trying to take a video. Okay. So, here we go. Now we're just going to cover them up. And the soil is already pre-moistened, as I said, so we shouldn't need to absolutely drench these things. But I put a little layer on the top here. Get these guys all tucked in. There we go, just like that. I'll set this here and water them in for a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of lightly water them in. Nothing crazy. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute so I can kind of drain out if it needs to, and then just gonna close this up. And they say to put them in a place like your basement, but I don't have a basement, so I'm gonna put them in my second bedroom, kind of on a low shelf, and see what happens. And they should start sprouting in a couple weeks, and then we can go to the next step. Mama. So that's it for now. If there's any other questions you have when it comes to that, just comment on below, and if I can answer it, I'll try to help. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching. I also added some links to a lot of the products I use if you want to go that route. If you don't want to go searching for it in your stores locally, if you just want to order it online, I put some links down below. Okay, bye.